So you're with him because you're scared to be alone. That is very interesting. And it's interesting because it seems to be something bad about it. It seems like, oh my God, what do you mean? Some other people can see this and say, what the hell, I'd rather be alone. But not everybody's like that. A lot of people rather spend time with somebody that is offering just a little bit instead of being alone. And that's called self preservation. And there's really nothing wrong with that. It's like if you're in the forest, and it's your first time in the forest, what you're gonna do? You're gonna find ways to find a place to hide or to cover yourself and find food or something, which is not bad. But the way you're going about it in this specific case might be something different. Why? Because all of a sudden you find yourself between a rock and a hard place. How so? You're finding yourself between two fears. One fear is the fear of being alone, and the other fear is the fear of being in a relationship. So now, in this specific case, the fear of being alone is way heavier than the fear of the relationship, which is the reason why you are in the relationship. That's not even a relationship. That's, again, a self preservation tactic because being alone is fearful. You're fearful of being alone. So you spend time with this person that is not really offering you anything. This is the case I had with a client of mine. She came to see me and she exposed something very similar where she hasn't been in this country for too long, not even a year. And she met this one guy. And at first, the guy showed a lot of interest and was always there and this and that. And she was happy. She's like, okay, I kind of like this guy and I kind of want to get to know him a little better and whatnot. It's been 2 months and now the guy doesn't seem all that excited about their relationship. Not even that is now they work out together. But it seems as if he is flirting with the girl in reception at the gym. And she saw him a few times doing that and she told him that it wasn't okay. Not because she's jealous, but because of respect. If you're with me, why you flirting with this other girl? And I totally understand that. And I say, okay, so what do you want to do? I don't know. I don't know what to do in that situation. I said, yes, you do. We always know what to do. The thing is that we like to baby ourselves. We like to baby ourselves because the facing our fears can be scary. It can be very scary to face your shadows. Yes. So we pretend that we don't know what we need to do in a situation like that when we do. She continued on telling me about the guy in situations. The Thanksgiving, and he hasn't said anything about inviting her to his families for Thanksgiving or Christmas for that matter. And she's like, I don't think he wants me to be. He wants to invite me to see or visit his family. Maybe he's hiding something. I don't know. I don't know the reason, and I'm not gonna create a story because I don't know what the reason is. The point with this is that he's showing some red flags and some green flags. So on one side, he's like, no, I'm not interested. And he's flirting. On the other side, he's like, yeah, he's showing her interest in that. He's telling her, okay, this is where I'm at today. And this is where I'm working. And this is my position. And this is my location right now. So she's like, what is it? Now, we say in situations like that, again, because the pain is not strong enough. It doesn't hurt enough for us to get out of the situation. We stay in relationships like that or situationships like that because the act of facing our fears is very scary. or it can be very scary, but you're not gonna know about yourself, and you're not gonna be able to make or to find a person the way you want if you don't spend time alone understanding yourself. So one of the things that you can do is, if you are afraid of facing yourself, that's exactly what you need to do. If you're afraid of being alone, that's exactly what you need to do. Why? Because that's how you get to know yourself. Because in the situation you are right now, that's just a mirror of your inner self. You're feeling less than, okay? You're feeling incapable of having a relationship the way you want. So you accept that little bit of attention, that mediocre attention, just because being alone is very scary. But you need to do it. Besides that, one thing that you need to understand is what you want. You're not going to know what you want unless you face yourself. Okay? You don't want to find yourself in situations like this again. And I'm pretty sure you've been in that situation before. So instead of doing that, what you want to do is understand what you want from you and what you want from a relationship. And one more thing that you can do is you can be okay with your decision. How so? Thank you for asking. You can be okay with the decision to stay in a mediocre relationship, or you can be okay with the decision to leave that mediocre relationship. Meaning, okay, I don't want to be with this dude anymore because he's not offering me all the things that I want. Be okay with making that decision and stick to your decision. Or I'm going to stay with him. I'm going to stay with him because I'm going to give him a chance to see how far we go. If you make that decision, you have to be okay with that decision too. So it means that you're not going to go back and forth doubting yourself, because that's a big issue of why you in a situation like that. Doubting yourself whether you should stay or you should go. And again, more importantly, you already know what to do. So since you already know what to do, just take the step. Take the step. And trust me, being alone is not as scary as it looks. You're going to have scary moments, but it's not as scary as it looks, because you're really going to understand yourself. And from that point, you're really going to make the decision that is better for you. Right? We'll leave it at that. As usual, you know what to do. Below is my information. Thank you.